check whether the equations are consistent or inconsistent, you need to remember one of the most important topic you may get in final, whether the equations are consistent or inconsistent. Previously what we have done, how to solve the equation and all. Solving by method of inversion method we did now. First we have to take determinant of a matrix, then we will find cofactor matrix, adjoint matrix, A inverse, then X value. Similarly, if they not ask that one, they definitely ask this consistent or inconsistent. Major topic of this unit, unit 3. If ranks of these two are equal, what is that? At the time of problem you will get to know. If matrix rank AD is equals to matrix rank A, then equations are said to be consistent. If rank of AD is not equal to rank of A, that time equations are inconsistent. Suppose if you want to find complete solution when ranks are equal, that time you need to remember these 2 points. If rank of AD is equals to rank A equals to 3, when ranks are equal, equations are consistent. If ranks are equal and they are equal to 3, that time we will have unique solution for that one. Meaning of unique solution means X values will be in terms of numbers, either 1, 2, 3 or 1 by 2, 3 by 2, love the numbers. So you will get numbers. Unique solution means numbers you will get. If ranks are equal, but if it equals to 2, that time you have infinite many solutions. Once we do this one, you can easily get that. When ranks are equal, what you have to do? We need to check consistency on this one. 3 equations, maybe the variables will be in terms of x, y, z, or the variables are x1, x2 and x3. First thing what we will write, augmented matrix. Augmented matrix means combined matrix of these equations. Total, single matrix we will write. In previous question what we used to write, matrix equation form, bracket into bracket equals to bracket, in that way we used to write. But here from the equations we will use one single matrix. First we will write coefficients 1, 1, 1, 3 as it is. Then 1, 0 because x2 is not there. 1, then write 0. Then what we have? 1, minus 1, 1, 1. This is combined matrix, augmented matrix we have. Once we have this matrix, now upper triangle should be 0. What we used to do? These two terms should be 0 and this one also we need to make it 0. To make these terms 0, we have a process to follow. What we will do, always whenever consistent equation is given to you, you have to make these two terms 0 first, then this one. If at all this is 0, then you have to make this one 0. At the time of problem you will get it. See, if you are making these two numbers 0, and by making this one 0, it also becomes 0 that time. So don't leave that. One more transformation we have to do for this value. Suppose after making these two zeros, if you are not getting 0 here, that time we will make this number 0. Okay? At the time of making two zeros, if you are getting 0 here, that time we will take this number. If you are not getting 0, then we will make this one to be 0. So these three terms we will get 0 in this case. So these numbers are in which rows? Row 2 and row 3. Follow this one nicely. First we have to select rows, row 2, row 3. One more time we have to write row 2, row 3 by leaving some place. Then row 2, row 3 are used. Which one is missing? Row 1 is missing. 2 times we should write row 1. Then one small minus sign. This selection we will write along with this. And before this, whatever number, before this selection, number 1 is there. 1 will given to both. If selection is 1 and 5, that time 1 and 5 we have to consider. If selection top 5 value is there, that time 5 we will consider here. Okay, got it now? Now 1 R2, concentrate on this one. If we multiply 1 to any number, same number you get. 1 R2 means just we are writing R2 here at top side, right side of rough column. 1 R2. Then this minus, don't consider this minus sign. 1 R1. Then that whatever minus sign is left off, we have to change signs of the second line. 1 minus 1, 0, 0 minus 1. Don't blindly write 1. If 0 minus 1 means full concentration should be there. Maximum students will do mistake here itself. 0 minus 1, 1 they will write. So you have to be confident whatever value you are writing. 1 minus 1, 0. 0 minus 3. You should aware of those things always. Small mistakes will not give you that answers in every field. Now 1 R3. R3 1. 1 means same thing we will get. Then minus we are not taking. 1 R1. Then minus sign. 1 minus 1, 0. Both are negative. Negative 1, one more negative 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 3, minus 2. So these two rows selected and we have transformed that one. Now we have to write down the values here. What are those? First is unchanged. Row 2 and row 3 got transformed. Means we got new values for that. 0, minus 1, 0, minus 3. Then we have 0. Suppose this is also 0, suppose. That time we will select this number. But here we have not got 0, so we have to select this number now. Here you can divide this value by minus 2 also. That also we will do in next period, division and all. That time we will get more perfection. Now whatever value is there, this value we need 0 with respect to the previous value. So in which row it belongs to? R3. R3 will write with respect to previous row. R small minus sign. Then this value selection is taken on right value. Previous value we will take here. Now minus 1 R3. All R3 values should be multiplied by minus 1. So 0 is multiplied by minus 1. 0. Minus 1 is multiplied to minus 2. Plus 2. 0. Plus 2. Then this minus we are leaving for subtracting the values. Minus 2 R2. R2 is multiplied with minus 2. 0 plus 2, 0 plus 6. Got it or not? Now we will write this answer. Unchanged values first we will write them. 1 1 1 3. 0, 0, 0, minus 4. Now, once we got this 3 term 0, till here working is over. Now we have to write whether they are consistent or not. How to check that ranks? First I will check rank of AD. Rank of AD means total matrix. First line, all are zeros or not? These are all zeros? No. All zeros? No. Still 3 are there, but all are not zeros. So non-zero rows are 3. So rank of AD is 3. Now rank of A. To find rank of A, think that this last column is not there. This is our matrix now. In this matrix, all are zeros? No. In this, all are zeros. So how much? Rank of A is 2. How to check rank? Non-zero rows are ranks. 3 non-zero rows in AD, rank is 3. 2 non-zero rows, that's why rank of A is 2. See, don't think that A has this value also. A means first 3 numbers, first 3 columns, or first 3 columns only. Now, ranks are equal or not equal? In these two cases, if ranks are not equal, equations are? Yes. Therefore, rank of AB is not equal to rank of A. Therefore, given equations are inconsistent. Got it now? Anyone has CR publication books? See, check consistency and solve completely. So, what we will do, if at all ranks are unequal, we can't solve it because no solution will be there. Here what we have, check consistency. So, first what we will do, augmented matrix. AD equals to 1 1 1 6 2 3 2 14 15. Which rows we will select? R2 and R3. One more time we will write R2 R3. Then we will write R1. Then we will take minus sign. Then we will take selection. Then the previous value. Now top right side of rough column we have to do that simplification. 1 R2. 2 R1. 0 0 0 2. 1 R3. 1 R1. T minus T is 1. Anywhere else I would like that? No, no, 9, 10, 15. Okay. Now we have 0, 1, 2, 9. Now which number is 0? R3, again R3 will take R2 minus sign selection previous value. Both are 1 R3 and 1 R2. 1 R3. Then 1 R2. Then subtraction. Unchanged values we will write here. Then change the value. What we did till now? First always we have to take R2, R3, one more time R2, R3. Then R1 we have to write small minus sign, selection we have to take here. Then previous value of selection is taken along with this. Similarly for R3 we will write R3, again one more time R3, then we will take previous value, we will not take R1. Previous of R3 is R2. R2 we will write minus sign. This value we have selected, so we have to take 1 here, selection. Previous to that is 1, 1 we can take here. Don't take more previous to it. Only just the previous value to that selection. Then these two simplification, you know all the process already we have done. Then we got this upper triangle 0. So that time what we will do now? We have to check consistency now. To check consistency, what we will write? Rank of AD. What is rank of AD here? Non-zero rows. 3. Then rank of A. Don't check here. After making these 3 zeros only we can check rank. Starting we can't check rank. To check rank, one of the most mandatory step is making these 3 zeros. Okay. Now we have rank of A, that is also giving this non-zero 3 rows are there. 3. So ranks are equal now. Rank of AD is equals to rank of A, and that too we have ranks are 3. 3 means uniquely. We will get x, y, z values in terms of numbers itself. So we have what we will write here, equations are consistent. Once equations are consistent, it has unique solution. Now we have to solve it. How to solve? This is our last part, remaining thing. We can replace this one in equation. How to replace? First value with x, second value with y, 1z. 1x, 1y, 1z. 1x, there is no sign, plus sign, 1y, 1z. Equals to how much? 6. First equation. Second equation, 0x, we will not take x. 1y, 0z will not take, equal to 2. This is second equation. Then we have 0x, 0y, so 2z. 2z is equals to 7. These are the 3 terms we got, in which one single answer is there anyhow. If any multiple you have to send, divide and take equation. Here multiple is there, we have to send to the denominator. 7 by 2 is how much? 3.5. We got 3 equations. How to get x value now? We have y value, we have z value. Substituting in equation 1. So what we will do, put second, third in 1. In place of x, nothing. In place of y, 2. In place of z, 3.5 equal to 6. 2 plus 3.5 is how much? 5.5 equal to 6. Now x equals to 6 minus 5.5. 0.5. There is a provision of using calculator. So complete solution is x is equals to 0.5, y equals to 2, and z is equals to 3.5. Clear? How to write the solution? The consistency is not clear. need to check consistency for this one. So what we'll write first? Augmented matrix AD. Then okay, consecutive numbers they have taken maximum. These two R2, R3. Again we have to write R2 and R3. Then R1 minus sign 4 7 1 1. Top right side of first column. 1 R2 same numbers. 4 R1 4 8 12 16 minus sign 0 minus 3 minus 6 minus 8. Cross check always after writing it, cross check whether you have taken minus sign or plus sign correctly or not. Then we have 1 R3 7 8 9 12 7 R1 28 minus 6. Then here minus 12. Then here minus 16. Now one important step. If at all you find any value which you can divide, that also you can do. Single row, if anything common you can divide. Here we find minus sign common. You can divide by minus 1. Here we can find 6. 2 3s are 6, 2 6 are 12, 2 8 are 16. We can divide this one by 2. We can do that. Or if you don't want to do that, you can continue with the same numbers. Why will not continue? Because 16 table and this one 6 table you will get somewhat big numbers. That's the reason. One option you can do that. I am not doing anything for this. R3 I am dividing by minus 2. See, R3 I am dividing by minus 2 means this thing we are doing. By 2, by minus 2. Sorry. So what we will get? 0 by anything is 0. Both minus sign cancelled, both minus sign cancelled, both minus sign cancelled. 0 3 6 8. So this thing also we can do to any one line we can do that. Means one line itself. If at all you want to do two transformations, that time you have to write here and we have to do that second also. If suppose here 0 4 6 8 is given, that time we can divide by 2, second line also. Now, which number? In which row? 3. Minus 3. Now, minus 3 R3. Minus 3 is multiplied to R3. 0, minus 9, minus 18, minus 24. Then this minus sign we are not taking now. 3 is multiplied to R2. Then signs change. Then all zeros. non-zero rows, non-zero, but all are zeros. So 2 non-zero rows are there, rank is 2. Leave the last column now. Then check whether this A has rank 1, 2. So A is also having 2 rank. If both ranks are equal, if not equal, inconsistent. If equal and that too it is equals to 2, equations are consistent. Check consistency means up to here it is okay. Solve completely. To solve it, again we will write equations. What are those? X plus 2y, 1x also you can take, plus 3z equals to 4. Equation 1. Here what we have? Minus 3y minus 6z equals to minus 8. When you will get 3 equations, that time you will get complete solution. When ranks are 3, 3, that time you will get x, y, z unique values. 1, 1.2, any value you can get. Here, if 2 equations are there, one variable we have to take now. Whatever second equation. If second equation have 2 terms, take one term as k. Which variable you want to take as k? Y or z. So I will select z as k. So when 2 equations are there, in small equation, any one variable is taken as k value. Put z is equals to k. Once again check it off. When we have 2 equations, what we will do once we have 2 equations? We will take either y equal to k or z is equals to k. Put z is equals to k in the small equation. I am taking z equals to k. So this is minus 6k is equals to minus 8. Minus 3y is equals to, this is minus 8. Minus 6k we will send to right side. Plus 6k. We can't add the number without k with k. We can't add both of them. Now send this minus sign to right side. Whenever you find like this, minus x equals to minus y plus 2 like that, minus sign is there. So multiply by minus sign, this becomes plus, this becomes plus, this becomes minus. So whenever minus is there on left side, what we will do? We will multiply minus sign to this one and changing the sign sequence. We need y value now. So y equals to 8 minus 6k. This value goes to the denominator. This is our one value. What we have taken, this is another value. Z and y we have. What value is needed now? X value. Check once again. If we have 2 equations, in 2 equations, whatever one variable you can take as k. So I have taken z as k, substituted in this one, sent to that side plus 6k, then minus sign is there, multiplied by minus sign. Because we need y, so multiple goes to the denominator. Now we will substitute both y and z in 1. In place of x, don't know anything. We have as it is. Plus 2y plus 2 into this value. Plus 3z equals to how much? 4. Now x plus 2 is multiplied to both the values. Now we will set all values to right side. X equals to 4. This goes that side, becomes minus of 16 minus 12k by 3, and this plus 3k goes that side, becomes minus 3k. If you are good in simplification, you can simplify this, or else you can leave up to this mark. But we will simplify. If 3 is not there in the denominator, multiply by 3. This minus sign will multiply to both. Then 3 is 9. For non-math students, taking LCM is quite difficult. 12k minus 9k we can simplify. 12 minus 16 is minus 4 divided by 3. This is value of x, value of y and value of z. So based on this, if you do 3 to 4 questions, then you can get correct idea regarding this one. Okay. Off हो गया शायद.